Welcome to the North Country Trail. Right now we're right outside Willow Bay Campground in the beautiful Allegheny National Forest. Now I skipped the traditional parking of the NCT over there on the road, and you have to hike on the highway for a minute before you jump into the woods. But I got here a little late. The sun's already coming down, so I opted to find an access trail here in Willow Bay Campground, where I snuck up and cut off about 0.9 miles of the beginning of the trail there. That's not even 3 miles to my proposed campsite now, where I'm gonna have a fresh start in the morning and enjoy the next 6 days in the Allegheny National Forest. So I really don't see this taking me more than 5 days to get there. Now with the amount of campsites and even shelters that are available along this route here on the North Country Trail, I have many options for camps and many options for different miles per day. Today I think it's going to be about 11.5 miles to a Waterfall campsite that I'm aiming towards. Last night's campsite was basically dry. There was a trickling stream down there. But it was a quiet camp, and it was a noisy forest. Sometimes you get up here and it's dead quiet. That was just like things all around me all night, you know? So tonight I'm looking forward to some waterfall noise, so I picked that camp, which will be probably about 11 miles from our position right now. Well, the Waterfall campsite was nice and peaceful, great night's sleep. Not much of a waterfall because the water's so low right now, but I enjoyed that sound all night. That was probably one of the most relaxing nights I've had in the backcountry. It feels like, I sleep well in the woods, but that was just nice and relaxing. Had an early dinner, watched the forest get dark around me. It gets dark about just after 7 o'clock. It starts getting dark. By 7:30, it was nice and dark out. Slipped into the tent, watched the movie. Had my tent in stargaze mode. And even with all those trees, I can see some stars lighting up the sky. Maybe tonight, I'll get to see a bigger view of the sky. I had a lot of tree cover there. Oh, right up the hill here is the shelter. That had an option to stay at. It seems like so far, when I look at the map for this North Country Trail, at least this section I'm doing, Allegheny National, there's a shelter and there's nearby tent sites too. We're heading to Route Run tonight. Now it's going to be about 3 miles off of the road and 2 miles to the next road. So I think it might be, I'm kind of close to a road right here. I heard my first car this morning. That little waterfall really drowned out the sound, but we are kind of close to a road here. Other than that, the next campsite after that is going to be right next to a road in a park. So I'm going to shoot for the 12 miles to Route Run. Not much excitement on the trail, just some rolling hills I've been going through the last day and a half here. I don't know if I'm going to see any big views or anything, or I'm not sure what to expect on this trail. Yesterday was pretty uneventful, but I got to that camp a little earlier than I expected. Had a, like I said, nice relaxing night. So, hey, if that's what I got in store for me the next few nights, I'll take it. We had a climb this morning, crossing Route 59 there. Coming to a nice parking area for the North Country Trail. Boy, that's some nice weather here. And from this parking lot here at 59, we're gonna follow Hemlock Run down into the valley of Chapel Bay. Looks like we're probably gonna have some easy walking for a bit. I'm gonna have one more climb before I get to my planned campsite, Route Run. Is that what it's called, Route Run? I think. The beautiful summer temperatures just aren't giving up. Been enjoying these hot days still, but it does get cold at night. But it's almost like just right. It's just right to be out right now. I'm just wondering if this is the last real nice week of the year. When this trip's all said and done, I'm gonna be into October. In a few days it'll be, so we'll see. Welcome to Hemlock Campsite. Right around the corner you can see Chapel Bay. I got some fresh water right out of Hemlock Run behind me. Going to take a break. We're about 4 miles from my proposed camp at Route Run. Getting some chili cheese power. Well, it's day 3 now, and I did bring some candy, and I thought I might have a candy urge, so I think I might break into my candy. So we're hiking along after that hemlock camp, gearing up for the final climb of the day. We're about to have roughly a 700-foot climb, over 1.5 miles. I'm walking along here and I'm like, I like something jabbing me in the behind. I reached back there. I thought it was a stick, but no, it's that carbon fiber rod that makes the arch in the back of my backpack. Pokes right through the bottom. It's jabbing me with it. No, I slid it out and I have it in the side of my pack now. I'm gonna look at it later. Right now it's pretty flat back, you can see, but it's not too bad. I might have to finish this archless. I might be able to rig something up and get it in there to fit, because if I can get it to that one side where it doesn't slide through that hole again, I don't know. We'll see. Like, did I set my backpack down on a stick or something? It's jabbing me? Oh, it was my backpack. So there we go. I mean, I think I said in my last video, it's about coming to the end of it. Welcome to Pell Run Camp. We're here just about 6 o'clock. I have a little bit of sunlight left in this little hollow here. Got a nice running stream behind me. It's trickling, but it's running. Having a salty drink and doing my stretches. Hey, it was a pleasant day of hiking. Again, just like walking through rolling hills, walking down Hemlock Run was fun today. That was a nice section. No big views. We had one big climb to come up over here. I thought I was going to get a view on top, but it was just open woods at the top there. I did have a little reception up there though. Yeah, it looks like another beautiful night. Looks like another peaceful night. I see the theme the last couple nights, finding a place for my tent. It's very lumpy along the trail here, but there's some flat section. There's a nice little flat section down there, and that slew of pine trees behind me. I think I can get my tent in there nice, and I'll feel more comfortable, because this guy right behind me, he's dead right by the fire pit, and you can see the pieces of him, the top of him's falling all around. He's pretty wonky, so I'll feel more comfortable over there with my tent between those trees to block anything if it comes down. Even if it comes down, it doesn't look like it's going that way, but take all the precautions I can out here by myself, or anytime, you know. Oh, I can't wait for dinner. Good morning from Pell Run Camp. Another peaceful night. The stream over here is just trickling. I didn't hear much. It was kind of a silent camp, but it was a silent camp. There wasn't anything rustling around me all night like that first night. Here's that wobbly tree, and I'll show you where I put my tent over here. Yeah, the top of it was already falling off. I used some of it for fire last night, because it was just wood scattered everywhere where I'm standing. So I said, hey, why not? Built a little fire. Left a nice big log for the next person. Well, I think I fixed it. That carbon fiber pole that arches the back of my backpack, you see it just poked right through the bottom of the pocket it sits in. It's pretty tough fabric, but I guess years and years of use. So what I did, I found a little stick and I just shoved it down in that pocket there, basically plugged up the hole with some wood, and fixed the pole back into there. It seems to be holding. We'll see if it holds out all day. Did some other minor adjustments on the pack with some adjustments for the mesh arch, and feel pretty good. Got my weight distributed nice in the pack. On day 4 here, we're getting down on the weight in the food bag, consumables. I'm feeling pretty good. Looks like my best option for camp tonight, unless I really make some good time on the trail, is going to be Fox's Camp, Fox's Den, something like that. And it's only about 12 miles out. The day looks like it holds one decent climb. Then we'll be climbing back down and looking for that Fox's Camp. Boy, it was getting cold this morning. colder this morning than it has been the other mornings. I'll be sweating soon. All right, we're cruising along on a small road walk here. Talked to my first human I have in a few days. He's getting his e-bike ready to hit some of these trails up here. Some of those old dirt roads I've been crossing. According to this last kiosk I came by, we will have some views coming up over Bliss Hill. What was the other one? Gibbs Hill? We got a pretty significant climb to get up there, but I love climbs that are worth it. Yeah, here we go. My first view of the North Country Trail trip. This is kind of neat. Looking right over there, that's Chapel Bay, that little section of water you see there. And just yesterday I was walking along right up in that tree line above it. Just some peaceful time walking through the forest today after that view. And after camp there was no water. I think water might be up ahead here, I hope, because I'm just about out. Just been keeping them myself. Just rolling through the hills. Now we're here crossing Route 6. Here's another little kiosk here. They have some nice information on them, depending on the direction you're going. We're heading down to Fox's Dam to look for a camp. About 2 miles. Okay, so we popped out onto some forest roads here. We're crossing Tyanesta Creek, looking for Fox's Den campsite. So after exploring around, I did find another campsite. Now it looks like it's drivable to up to this point right here. This is a large parking area. Here's that one right behind me that looks nice. Got all these gas pipes here. But upstream here they have some boulders blocking the path. If you walk up here a little bit, there is a beautiful little camp, no grass and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it. It's just about 6 o'clock. The sun's gonna be down soon, so I figure if there's any overnight campers, they probably would have been here by now. Hopefully nobody shows up. I'm tucked away in the woods, nobody's gonna see me. But if they're expecting to come get to this spot, they're in for a surprise. Pretty nice, huh? So I'm gonna go ahead and get set up here and get comfortable because it's going to get dark pretty soon. Good morning, cold morning. I think that was the coldest night, definitely the coldest night. Left my base layer on, I'm gonna hike with that for a little bit. Got an early start today. So we're crossing this bridge again. Now where I camped was upstream here. The trail's going to come out over on that side down some steps. That's where I hung my food bag last night. Pretty clumsy hang too. But it was effective, it worked. But my camp was right over this way, upstream from these gas pipes here, which there is a faint smell of gas in the air. I did not like right here, but down up there, couldn't hear a thing. You know, I wanted to get an early start today because a couple of guys showed up. That's what I was worried about, somebody just rolling up. But they seemed just normal enough. He lost his pocket knife here earlier, so he couldn't find it. I didn't find it either, looking around. So that just got me thinking, it's like, how often is this gonna happen? Are people gonna show up here early in the morning to fish or something? So I just made a plan. I was like, I'm getting out early. So here we are, just hitting 8 o'clock. That's early for me on this trip. North Country Trail this way. So I didn't explore far enough. I thought I could camp over on this side. That ended up being a nice quiet campsite, really, but over here, you can't drive a vehicle to this side. Cool little dugout spot here with a fire pit. And yeah, like anywhere up here, you can set a tent. And right down here, right across is where I camped. See that rope swing somebody had there at one point? Well, it worked out. So I brought a few breakfasts on this trip, and today I'm going to enjoy one, call it my brunch. Had a little bar with coffee in the morning, and we're a few miles in on our hike. Just did our first climb here. We're going to be heading towards Rock City. Got myself a Summit breakfast scramble, and I'm hungry. I figured just to switch it up a little bit. Yesterday I didn't have one. The day before I had one for breakfast. I think there's one more in my pack for whenever I want to use it. This is pretty good. It's got the black beans in it with eggs and cheese and peppers. Yeah, I'm drying out my ground sheet out there in the sun. Finally warmed up and the sun feels good. So we're going through a bit of a historic area here. Recent history. In 1985, 5 tornadoes came through this area, one of which came up through these hills here. And these tornadoes, nobody understood them. They just followed a straight path. The lay of the land or anything didn't interfere with their direction or power, which they were the strongest tornado category you could have. This next 2-mile section I'm hiking through here is evidence of that. Some of these large trees just got the tops knocked off of them. They stand about 30 feet high now, still in the ground. Evidence of just dead trees and wood and brush everywhere here. There's the small trees are growing back, but with all this brush and debris still lying about, this is considered a fire hazard through here. Rock City was really neat. Had to go explore there a bit. That'd be a fun camp. Welcome to Route 666. We're crossing a bridge over Tionesta Creek here and about to make our final climb. We're not even going all the way up our next climb to find our camp along the stream. I'm here at the Messenger Run campsite. Messenger Run is not running, it's completely dry. So I have no water here. I'm gonna keep on going. It's only 4:30. There's water just down at the beginning of the climb. Oh man. Let's look for something else. ran into some water up here, and I really didn't think I was going to find any. I thought I was going to be hiking for a while, all the way to, I think, Sheffield, maybe, Sheffield Run. But there's a little stream running off here. I'm going to have to scoop out of it. I'm going to take it now and go for Pell Run Campsite, which is by Pell Run, but I'm not going to bet on it being flowing, so I'm taking water now. Okay, we are off. I feel much better about that. That almost guaranteed that there's going to be water at the campsite. It eased my mind for now, though. I have 3 liters on me. Should be sufficient for the night and tomorrow morning. Next stop, Pell Run Campsite. Okay, this campsite looks tucked away up on this knoll here. Following the arrows towards the camp. This must be some bushcrafter's little camp here, or they're hanging out with this chair built. Looks like a table maybe that might have just fallen apart. And all this perfectly arranged wood here. I just took a handful of each section there, and there's some just big chunks here laying around. Yeah. Taking me a smoke bath. I had these flies just would not leave me alone here. So, no more flies. And good morning from Pell Run Campsite. Nice and comfy on those pine needles all night. And a huge stack of firewood. Helped myself to a little bit of it. Threw a couple big chunks on there and just enjoy my last night on a North Country trail, because today we're only about 6, not even 7 miles from Minister Creek Road. Or shortly after that, you can cross that and it hits Minister Creek Trail. Oh, by the way, Pell Run did have water, so that's fine. My bag didn't weigh that much anyway to begin with, so that extra water weight didn't really matter. It's a mile or so, whatever it was. Yeah, nice, quiet camp. I'd recommend coming to this one over the Messenger campsite along Messenger Run. For one, that one was dry, while this one was running during dry times here. A lot of spider webs on this trail. Well, you know, on most trails, but it seems the sun's always hanging low this time of year, you know, and I'm walking into the sun a lot, and you don't see them till the last second. It's like they come in from the sun to blind you, you know. Every once in a while I'll catch one, but I've been eating a lot of silk. Well, I tell you what, this has to be one of those uneventful trails I've spent this much time on. Nice bridges on it though, very cool bridges. Yeah, it's been quiet, a lot of solitude on this section here. If you're looking for some gentle rolling hills, the climbs weren't that bad. Not really any views. There was one view of the dam back there that I had that other day, but it was okay. The fall was nice with the colors here, and the weather was phenomenal. It's starting to get cold now. Going to have to start getting out the cold weather gear. But yeah, it was a pretty easy journey. Very well marked trail. I definitely call this trail a camp lover's dream. They're spaced out frequently, so you can plan out your day, whether you want to do extra miles or not a lot of miles. There's camps to be had out here. But right now, in front of me here, is Minister Creek Road. About a half mile past the road on the NCT, you're gonna run right into the Minister Creek Trail. So our journey is complete. It was a peaceful 6 days, 5.5 days. Nice camp, beautiful fall colors. And my journey is complete with this one. Welcome to Minister Creek. See y'all next time. Okay, We're back here on Minister Road, parked right along where we just finished the last video. We're going to hike into the Minister Creek campground area, the popular Tri-Forks area. I'm meeting some other YouTubers there. Tomorrow is the real big meetup, but a few of them are here tonight, Friday night. This is probably not even a mile hike in to try to find that camp. So let's see how this turns out. Whoop. Found them. Minister Creek.
25.